Welcome back. April is National Donate Life Month, and while most of us are familiar with the need for blood and organ donations, you may not have heard of the Paired Donor Exchange Program. And joining us today is somebody who has taken part in that program, Mary Hessler. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming in
it's
today.
It's nice to be here.
And we were talking a bit off camera. You know, this is very personal for you.
Yes, yes. I have been walked through this with my first husband, who has passed away, and then a dear friend. And then in 2019, I saw an article about a young man with a big head of hair, and he was holding a sign that said, "Hi, I'm Robert Fallon, I'm 21, and I'm in end-stage renal failure and end-stage kidney disease." And I saw it, and I thought of both of my boys, and I thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to donate to him.
So you decided to make that donation, but then things kind of changed, right?
Then, yes. So you go through every test you can imagine to make sure that you're fit enough, healthy enough to do it. And then because I was 55 and Robert was 21 or maybe 22 by then, they said, "You're too old to donate to him.
Oh.
But would you consider going on the Paired Donor Exchange Registry?" And I said, "Send me the paperwork." And I didn't even read it. I got it in the mail, signed it,
wow,
popped it
you were
back in.
determined to give that gift.
And then I went home and then I read it. And it's an amazing program that you don't hear about. So it's designed so that everyone who enters it helps someone in need. And oftentimes they're able to make multiple matches. And in my case, they were able to make 6.
Wow.
So 6 people got kidneys, 6 people donated over a period of week and a half to 2 weeks. And one of those people was considered hard to match because of the amount of antibodies that they had in their body against other people. Out of a percentage of 100%, they were at a 99. So that's somebody who may have never gotten a kidney without the Paired Donor Exchange.
And it just shows that ripple effect of the very generous gift that you wanted to give this young man. So obviously you've recovered. How long was recovery for you?
Well, recovery for me was quick, more so than it should have been. I stayed one night in hospital at UVA. I came home the next day, I vacuumed the house. The next day I picked my son up from work, and 2 weeks later I was back to driving a school bus for Carroll County.
That's amazing.
But they recommend 6 to 8 weeks.
Right, yeah. And Robert, do you guys keep in touch at all?
Robert passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He lived 18 months. The disease that he had that attacked his kidneys initially kicked in and attacked the new kidneys. But, you know, and so many people have said, well, don't you regret doing that? He only lived 18 months. But in those 18 months, he fell in love. He was able to mend relationships with family and friends that there was trouble with. He fished every chance he got. So, I mean, I think Robert lived more in those 18 months than some people do in a lifetime.
He absolutely did. And what a gift you gave him, those extra 18 months that he wouldn't have had, and he was able to have a wonderful life during that time. Mary, thank you so much for coming in
You're
today.
so welcome.
For giving that gift, for educating us about the Paired Donor Exchange Program. Hopefully more people will decide to be a part of that.
I hope so, yeah. I mean, even if they're not a match for their loved one or friend, they can still help.
Yeah. All right, Mary, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You can find out more about the Paired Donor Exchange Program online. We've added some helpful links along with this story. Just click on Morning. Stay with us. We'll be right back.